What's up, Wolfpack? Najee Crump here.
Hey dudes, it's Addison Gomes here. Sorry about that. I was just really used to the beach vibes over spring break.
It's okay, girl. I'm just grateful that we're in the final stretch of assignments before summer break. This week, we're preparing for Easter Sunday by taking a look at Lent and much more.
All that in 20 seconds.
This Sunday is Easter Sunday, so in honor of this, we wanted to talk about Lent. Lent is a religious observance that prepares those who take part in it for Easter, lasting for 40 days, echoing the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the desert.
As Easter Sunday approaches, we are getting ready to end this year's Lenten season. Lent is a period of fasting, moderation, and self-denial observed by Catholics and Protestant denominations to prepare for Easter. It honors the 40 days Jesus spent fasting in the desert and begins on Ash Wednesday.
So in Lent, we fast as Christians just as Jesus fasted when he was in the desert, and the church asks us to fast on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday, but then also on all Fridays of Lent to abstain from meat, and then additionally it's a custom for Catholics to give something up during Lent, something that is good to help them to enter into their time of preparation for Easter.
Fasting is a common practice during Lent. It is essentially giving up something a part of everyday life, and is a reminder of Jesus' sacrifice. It is also filled with prayer and repentance, as well as serving others with charitable acts.
So Lent is an important time for Christians because it's a time of preparation. Just as Jesus went into the desert for 40 days, he was led by the Spirit, and he fasted for 40 days. So before he began his ministry, we do the same as we prepare for the celebration of Easter, the celebration of our redemption. And so we enter into this time to commemorate with Jesus those 40 days.
This past weekend, Palm Sunday was celebrated by the blessings of palms and recalling the final events of Jesus' life.
Palm Sunday is the day that we recall Jesus' triumphal entrance he enters into Jerusalem and is greeted as a king. Palm Sunday we begin with the blessing of the palms and a procession into church, and then we read the Passion narrative from the Gospel that year.
Lent provides context for Easter, a widely celebrated holiday in the Christian community.
With the addition of the new building, hallway traffic is going to change. For more information on the subject, we sent director Andrew Pittman and news producer Alex Chadwell to talk with Principal Carmona.
Historically speaking, we have changed schedules, I want to say probably 4 or 5 times in the last 4 years. Because of our growth, because of our expansion, we are constantly reflecting, revisiting, and saying what works best for our building. Now we have the new addition of the 1400 building, the 3-story building. So we really think this will work. It started just this week, and we'll monitor it for a week or two. If we have to adjust again, we will. Our goal right now, because we're in the last 5-6 weeks of school, is to see how this goes, and we'll definitely get it right for the fall of next year. But we want to kind of see how it goes with our traffic. Based on our congestion in our school and our campus, we went to one-way hallways, kind of started with COVID and congestion, and it kind of made both things make sense. Our school campus, we just spread out. So we had these many kids into this area, now we're in this area, the same amount of kids. But I think we're gonna stick with it for a little bit. However, we're mainly staying down the main hallway, the back and the back. Right now, we're gonna see how things go. We may take it away going down the hallways. That's what it's kind of looking like. We'll kind of evaluate how that goes, but I think the main hallways it needs to be. You still have a few hot spots of congestion coming upstairs from downstairs, and that 1300 wing, we have to understand, now that we have this new building, 25 to 30% of the classes are now in that new building. So that little corner of that downstairs and that 1300 still gets a little congested. And if we had kids going both directions in that congestion spot, could be a little problematic. So we kind of want to stick with it for a little while, and then we may adjust that as we see fit.
This week we really wanted to put the rumors to rest, so now to my best friend or whatever, Lucas Jewell with the sports.
Welcome back to In the Den. I'm your host, Lucas Jewell, and I've got your weekly updates on all your favorite Pack sports. So let's get right into it. First, let's start off with some baseball news. The guys are riding a 7-game win streak into the last series of the regular season after defeating Cherokee High School in their last game 1-0. They will finish off the series at Cherokee on Thursday, April 17th with a doubleheader. First pitch of Game 1 is at 5, with the latter starting at 7. Be sure to show up, show out, and be loud to support the baseball team as they look to catch Walton High School for second place in the region. The boys varsity soccer team defeated Villa Rica High School in their last match 5-1. They will finish off their regular season against Cartersville High School here in the Den, Thursday, April 17th at 7:30. The girls varsity soccer team also beat Villa Rica in their last match 3-1. They will also finish the regular season against Cartersville here in the Den with kickoff set for 5:30. Be sure to come out and cheer on both of our soccer teams against Cartersville. The track team will compete in the first round of region competition at Marietta High School next Monday, April 21st at 4. Be sure to head over and cheer on all of our track and field athletes at region. The varsity boys lacrosse team won their last game at Alpharetta High School 14-8. They are currently on a 4-game win streak, and they will have their next game next Tuesday, April 22nd, here in the Den against Allatoona High School at 7:45. The girls varsity team will have their next game here in the Den against South Forsyth High School at 6. Be sure to cheer on both of our lacrosse teams. The boys varsity tennis team will compete in the first round of the state playoffs on Thursday, April 17th at 5 at Tift County High School. Be sure to go out and cheer on the guys at state playoffs. And that's all the latest Pack Sports updates for now. Come back next week for more news, and as always, go Pack! Now back to my favorite person on the news crew. Here's Anaje.
This week for our Elective Spotlight, we wanted to take a look at the cosmetology pathway that's not all about hair and makeup. When you take cosmetology, you can learn everything about self-care.
Cosmetology is an elective available to all students at our school. Through hands-on activities, students explore different areas of the field to discover their interests.
So cosmetology is a good career-based class, and it allows students to get a jump start on taking their Georgia State Board of Cosmetology exams, and they can keep hours. It allows a lot of people to use their creativity to do something they didn't really know that they were good at until they get into the class, and it can lead toward a great career. So for my program, it's very much career-based. So I have a lot of people that are like, I just want to know how to do my own hair, or I just want to cut hair. I really don't teach you how to do your own hair. I teach my students to prepare and pass the Georgia State Board of Cosmetology exam for licensure. So it's very much career-based, and a lot of students that come into the class find the workload to be a little bit harder than they thought, because they thought it was going to kind of be a little bit of a downtime, and it's really not that at all. I'm really pushing to get them ready for that career. I think the most enjoyable part for the students is the camaraderie of students. Like, they make friends, and they do get to use their creative side, and they do get to see things that they didn't realize that they could do. And then for me, my favorite part is to see my students succeed.
Through its engaging curriculum and skill-building activities, the cosmetology program nurtures students' interests and prepares them for rewarding opportunities in the field.
Do you feel like your academic classes are boring and stressful? Maybe you'd prefer to make something instead? Today we have a look into North Paulding's ceramics classes and the opportunities that it gives students.
Academic classes can often bring high stress, tough concepts, and lots of homework, but taking an elective like ceramics helps students to relax and focus on their creativity. Ceramics students get to create teapots, vases, jugs, and more throughout the semesters.
The process of making these pieces really is just clay and your hands and your brain. After you finish making your projects, you get to take them home, and we do this thing where we put it in the media center first, and then where we get to just display it and then everyone can kind of see whatever. And then afterwards, you just take it home.
My favorite part is when it's finished, because you really have to trust the process, because when it's not done, it kind of looks chopped and crazy. But once they finish it and you glaze it and you have everything done, it looks really pretty.
Many students involved in North Paulding ceramics classes find that the classes help them to de-stress and relax.
This is my only elective class, so it's just kind of a brain break. This class has just been so fun and relaxing, and everyone's so fun. So.
Well, I really like this class because I just feel like it's kind of laid back, you know? It's you're not really stressing.
It's not stressful. You could just kind of do whatever you want. And there's no like test or anything, and you can't really fail. I feel like everybody should have like a fun class, and it's definitely like this one's a really good one because it's something that like you just come back from math class, you're not stressed about it, and you can just like listen to music and work on your project.
Students interested in being part of the Wolfpack news staff during the 2025 to 2026 school year should attend the interest meeting on April 23rd immediately after school until 4:30 p.m. in Mr. Morris's classroom 1316. You must be an upcoming junior or senior to apply. Applications will be due and news anchor auditions will be held on April 31st.
Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy is visiting the Etowah Valley Humane Society for their Spring Impact Project. On the screen are a list of donation needs. If you decide to donate, please go by Mrs. Parker's class, room 3424 by Friday, April 17th.
If you plan on taking the SAT or ACT, make sure you register for one of the dates on your screen. Below that are the registration deadlines. To register for the SAT, go to www.collegeboard.org and use the MPHS school code 110965 to sign up. To register for the ACT, go to www.act.org.
Next week will be our Senior Dress-Up Week. If you're a senior, be sure to participate. The themes for the week are on the screen and will also be on the Wolfpack Productions Instagram. We cannot wait to see all of your wacky outfits.
Be sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok at MPHS_Wolfpack Productions and subscribe to North Paulding's YouTube page to get notified when we go live. I can't wait for Easter this Sunday.
Me too. I'm gonna eat so much chocolate after church.
Same here.
Oh my gosh. And as always, that's a wrap, Wolfpack.
Find that last script.